Ever since its creation, the Ouija board has been a fascinating and eerie tool for those seeking to communicate with the other side. From chilling encounters to bizarre coincidences, the stories that emerge from Ouija board sessions can be both terrifying and compelling. In this video, we'll explore some of the spookiest and most intriguing tales. Prepare yourself for a journey into the unknown, with stories that might just make you think twice before using a Ouija board. The dorm hall morgue. In a New York college dormitory, once used as a morgue, a group of freshmen decided to have some fun with a Ouija board. What started as a joke turned into a nightmare when the board revealed that 83 demons were coming for them. The initial session was filled with laughter and lighthearted teasing until the planchette began moving on its own, spelling out the ominous message. Lights flickered, objects moved, and the dorm was plunged into chaos. The atmosphere quickly turned from playful to petrified as the students felt an overwhelming sense of dread. Unable to sleep and too terrified to stay in their rooms alone, they sought the help of a priest who performed a blessing. The haunting stopped, but the trauma lingered. This incident served as a stark reminder of the potential dangers of dabbling with the supernatural, leaving a lasting impression on all involved. The Vanishing Hours. A chilling story from a Reddit user recounts how a typical Ouija session with a friend turned into a time warp. Starting at 9 p.m., they began communicating with a spirit who claimed to be from Malaysia. The next thing they knew, it was 7 a.m., and they had no memory of the intervening hours. The loss of 10 hours was enough to convince them never to use the board again. They tried to piece together the missing time but found no logical explanation. Both participants were left with an eerie feeling, as if they had been transported to another realm. The experience left them questioning the nature of time and reality, wondering if they had truly encountered a spirit or had fallen victim to a shared hallucination. This incident highlights the unpredictable and often unsettling consequences of using a Ouija board. Deadbeat Dad. Owen, an Ohio native, began seeing and talking to a man named Michael after using a Ouija board. He later discovered Michael was his estranged grandfather, who had died before Owen was born. His parents were shocked when Owen described Michael accurately, despite never having seen a picture of him. The descriptions were so precise that it left no doubt in his parents' minds. Owen recounted conversations he had with Michael, describing details about his life that only close family members knew. This revelation brought a mix of emotions to the family as they dealt with the unresolved issues between Owen's father and his estranged father. The experience also opened up new lines of communication and healing within the family as they confronted their past and the mysterious ways in which the supernatural can bridge gaps between generations. The horse in the city. A user shared their mother's harrowing experience. After a seemingly uneventful Ouija session, she hit and killed a horse that appeared out of nowhere in the middle of the city. The incident left her shaken and convinced that the spirit they contacted had something to do with the bizarre accident. This happened in broad daylight, adding to the strangeness of the event. The horse seemed to materialize out of thin air, causing a tragic accident that left the woman deeply disturbed. She couldn't shake the feeling that it was a direct consequence of the Ouija session. The incident prompted her to delve deeper into the paranormal, seeking answers and understanding. She found solace in connecting with others who had experienced similar strange occurrences, forming a community bound by their encounters with the unknown. Don't hide from me. During a high school session, a group of friends encountered a particularly agitated spirit. The spirit spelled out, "Don't hide from me," when one of the girls covered her face in fear. The chilling message, combined with other eerie occurrences, left them too frightened to ever use a Ouija board again. The session started innocently enough, with the friends asking typical questions and receiving vague responses. However, the atmosphere grew tense as the spirit's responses became more direct and personal. The temperature in the room dropped, and the planchette moved with increasing speed and force. When the spirit addressed the girl directly, everyone in the room felt a wave of cold fear wash over them. The group hastily ended the session, but the experience haunted them for weeks, with some members reporting strange dreams and unexplained noises at night. Accurate death prediction. In Northern Ontario, a group of friends used a Ouija board during a chess tournament. The board predicted the death of one of the participants, specifying a name and date. A year later, the prediction came true when the individual died of cancer. This unsettling accuracy ensured that none of them would touch a Ouija board again. The friends had initially laughed off the prediction, believing it to be a coincidence or a prank. However, as the date approached and their friend fell ill, the mood shifted from skepticism to fear. The chilling realization that the board's prophecy was coming true left them feeling helpless and horrified. The event cast a shadow over their lives, prompting them to reconsider their beliefs about fate and the supernatural. The experience served as a powerful reminder of the mysterious forces that can sometimes influence our lives in ways we can't fully comprehend. Flamethrower. During a high school sleepover, a group of friends used a Ouija board to contact a deceased grandfather. Instead, a candle flew across the room, narrowly missing one of the girls. The violent nature of the incident led them to believe they had contacted a malevolent spirit. The session began with the usual giggles and jokes, but the mood shifted dramatically when the planchette started moving on its own. As the friends called out to the spirit, the temperature in the room seemed to drop, and a sense of foreboding filled the air. When the candle flew across the room, narrowly missing Anna, the girls screamed and fled the room in terror. They spent the rest of the night huddled together, too scared to sleep. The incident left a lasting impression on them, serving as a cautionary tale about the dangers of playing with the unknown. When heads roll, a Michigan man recounts his childhood experience with a Ouija board. After a session with his brother and cousin, he felt a sharp sting on his back, revealing 3 red handprints. This physical manifestation convinced him never to touch a Ouija board again. The session had started innocently enough, with the children asking simple questions and laughing at the responses. However, things took a dark turn when the planchette began moving erratically and spelling out cryptic messages. The atmosphere in the room grew tense, and the children felt an oppressive presence. When Randy felt the sharp sting on his back, he lifted his shirt to reveal the red, puffy handprints. The physical evidence of their encounter with the supernatural was enough to terrify them. They quickly ended the session and never spoke of it again. But the experience left a lasting mark on Randy, who remains wary of the paranormal to this day. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more eerie, entertaining content. Until next time, keep your candles lit and your planchettes handy, but maybe keep a flashlight and a skeptical friend nearby. See you in the next video.